They thought I was just the quiet farmer on the edge of their planned paradise. The man who nodded more than he spoke. But actually, I was the one thing they never imagined I could be. The person holding the tap of every drop of water they used. The trouble started when the new HOA president, the kind of woman who believed a clipboard made her queen, decided my old farm didn't match the community aesthetic. She fined me for my gravel driveway. She ticketed my tractor for visual disruption. She even sent a crew to trim the hedges on my property line, which was really just bulldozing anything that wasn't pre-approved landscaping. Every move of theirs dripped with the same message: you don't belong here. I let them send their warnings. I watched them plant those bright orange violation flags in my soil like they were claiming territory. They thought my silence meant surrender. The wind carried the scent of dust and diesel from their landscaping crews. Their leaf blowers whined like angry insects every morning. And still, I waited. What they didn't know was that patience isn't the same thing as powerlessness. I had something stronger than anger, a truth they never bothered to look for. And while they strutted around acting like lords of the cul-de-sac, I already knew the ground they stood on wasn't as solid as they assumed. It all came to a head at the monthly HOA meeting, held in their perfectly staged clubhouse with lemon-scented floors and rows of folding chairs. Neighbors gathered, curious. The board sat up front, polished, confident, ready to lecture me for continued non-compliance. HOA Karen cleared her throat, savoring the moment. "This is your final warning," she said, tapping her papers like a judge. "Failure to obey our regulations will result in penalties, including restricted access to community utilities." A few murmurs rippled through the crowd. I stood there, hands in my pockets, calm as ever. "About utilities," I said quietly, placing a single folder on the table. The room stilled. Inside was the deed, the original agreement, the old county paperwork. "The community water system," I continued, "runs through land that was never sold to your developers." I opened the folder slowly, letting silence build until it felt like pressure in the air. "I bought the water company 5 years ago. Every pipeline, every pump, every valve." The silence dropped like thunder. Karen's mouth froze mid-smirk. One board member whispered, "That can't be right," then fell silent as he read the papers. The HOA lawyer, who'd come in expecting an easy victory, went pale and set his pen down. The murmurs shifted no longer against me, but toward them. In less than a minute, the room's balance of power flipped so completely, it felt like gravity had changed sides. I didn't cut off their water out of spite. I simply enforced the contract their developer had ignored. The HOA had overstepped so far that the county backed my rights in writing. Karen resigned within the week. The fines disappeared, and the new board now asks politely before so much as placing a sign near my fence. People mistake quiet for weak because they don't understand what real strength sounds like. Real strength doesn't shout, it waits. And sometimes, all it takes to end the noise is a single piece of paper, especially when it asks the deed to the water.